What will happen if you open your third eye? Skillcode.com. Dreamcatcherreality.com. The third eye is directly related to the sixth chakra, the psychic chakra, located on the middle of the forehead above the brows. It is closely associated with the pineal gland. The pineal gland is dormant in most people, as is the true third eye. You can't argue with the fact that the earth is waking up from this man-created illusion that we have been living in, and a lot more human beings are finally getting in touch with their true nature, otherwise known as self-realization. However, the spiritual movement has a long way to go before it stabilizes. There are still so many beings that need to mature and integrate the basic understanding of spiritual concepts. It's easy to get caught up in spiritual wisdom that circulates the public domain. One of the most common power-infused ideas that catch the attention of seekers and those who would love to change their life is the idea that by opening their third eye, they're going to experience life in a new and exciting way that puts behind all the negativity and problematic experiences. Not so. I have seen it many times over in the recent years. Questions, answers, content, and even paid promotions on the topic of opening your third eye. It baffles me when I see people who are willing to pay money to have their third eye chakra opened by some mysterious guru, who in reality is only looking to open up your wallet and manifest some dollars for himself. Third eye opens naturally, yet the process is gradual and you can't expect to have your third eye blossoming after a few meditations. The first step towards igniting the flame within this chakra is to have a sit down with yourself and measure the importance of spirituality in your life. Here are some thought-provoking questions. How does meditation affect my life? Have I noticed a difference? How do I define spirituality, and how does spirituality defines me? What's more important, to love myself, or to love temporary experiences? How do I feel about the third eye? What's my motivation behind having it begin to open? What's my understanding of the third eye? How is it going to impact my life? You have to be honest with yourself before you can dive into the deeper exploration of spirituality and experience all that it has to offer. Answer the above questions truthfully and see how you feel about them. What kind of emotions do they trigger? And see for yourself whether you would like to work more on improving the quality of your life by practicing meditation and self-love. Third eye opening. Our third eye is part of our energetic body. It has been with us since the very birth of our physical body, and it has always been activated and spinning. I highly recommend to contemplate childhood experiences around the age of 3 to 5, or as far as you can remember, and reflect on things like confidence, truth, willpower, and trust. As children, before our mind switches to the state of conditioned being, we are ultra-sensitive and fully aligned with our spiritual selves. But as children we don't see it that way. We're just happy to be alive, happy to experience all that life has to offer. It's very common for the modern human being to reach early adulthood with severe depression, anxiety and fear about life, the self, and the future. The period from age 6 to 20 is so intense and overwhelming that we completely lose ourselves in the illusion of materialism and egoism. How exactly does that relate with the opening of third eye? Well, it's quite simple actually. When we begin a spiritual practice, such as meditation, and invest our faith and trust into it, eventually it starts to manifest in our reality, and this reality is not so much different from our childhood. The third eye is a direct link with our intuition and knowing. How does intuition and knowing manifest in our reality? We become more confident, because we have a sense of knowing and understanding about our life's path, and there's nothing more satisfying than knowing how to go about things, even when times are tough. We begin to see things more clearly, which allows for truth to manifest in our heart and mind, and all of a sudden the egoistic illusion of everyday life don't bother us anymore. All those abilities that we had as children begin to return to us in our adult life, and it makes for quite some experience. I'm sorry to disappoint you if you thought that opening your third eye is going to manifest dragons, fairies and unicorns. It certainly is very possible that you will experience vivid visions and sudden flashes of that nature, but it won't happen all the time, and it's naive to think that it would. Neither is your third eye opening going to save you from rough patches in life, or give you a special golden ticket to the secret land of rainbows. Third eye intuition. I do want to emphasize the fact that the opening of the third eye chakra has a very significant impact on your intuition. This newly found intuition takes many forms and shapes, but it will come about so strongly that you won't be able to miss it. There are times when many months go by without any particular insights or experiences, but then suddenly one day you might look back and realize just how beautiful life can be, and this keeps you moving forward. Life isn't meant to be a strict linear path of good experiences, or good fortune, or a path that doesn't offer challenge. Your brow chakra is a magnificent tool that once opened and amplified with meditation, can bring about insights and understandings that will gently guide you and inspire you in the direction of your highest growth and evolution. I hope that the above information, insights and experiences clears up some of the misconceptions about this beautiful chakra, and I am happy to answer any additional questions if you have them. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, what about some meditations that we can practice on a daily basis to stimulate the third eye and show to it that we're interested in learning more about it? The following meditations are also great practice for helping yourself to raise your energetic vibrational frequencies. Meditation for stimulating the third eye. It doesn't matter which meditation approach you take. You can begin your meditation with any of the traditional meditation techniques that I have already written about in the past. Likewise, you can use your own favorite meditation technique. The following method for stimulating your third eye is so simple that the only 3 things you need are willpower, trust and discipline. Use your favorite meditation technique to relax and let go. Keep breathing, relaxing, until you feel that you're fully in meditation. Begin to visualize a candle in front of you. Continue to read after this for more info. Stay focused on the candle and don't let it disappear. The goal is to stay focused on the candle, no matter what. You will naturally visualize the candle within the area of your third eye, and let me tell you, it sounds 100th times easier than it actually is. I know this, and I know what you might begin to experience as soon as you start this process. Your ego will have a hard time accepting the fact that you're trying to teach yourself discipline and focus, and will continue throwing all kinds of distractions your way, just to keep you away from the image of the candle that you're trying to hold in front of you. You might think to yourself that you're not imagining the right candle, or that it's too far away or too close, but all you have to do is just keep that focus ignited and it will manifest itself eventually. You may also sometimes get a feeling or knowing that you're doing it right, and that will give you a good return point in future meditations. It doesn't have to be a candle, although a candle seems to be very straightforward and indeed very stimulating. It could be a specific color you like, or it could be another item that you're fond of. There's no written rule that it has to be a candle. Don't let that stuff get to you. Third eye symptoms, buzzing. The last thing I wanted to mention in this post was third eye symptoms and how to recognize that the third eye is opening, but giving it some thought and looking back on my own personal experiences, the information and insights that I have given in this post already should be enough to determine whether your third eye is influencing your intuitive life experience. After 2 years of intense meditation, there came a day when suddenly my third eye was buzzing. It certainly is a nice experience and it can elevate your spiritual understanding drastically. It doesn't stay on for too long, the longest has been a month or 2 maybe, which I recognize as spiritual growth and further integration of the higher self. We will discuss higher self in future posts. How to open your third eye. Due to high demand, incredible feedback, and countless seekers visiting this particular story, I took the time to put together a follow-up called How to Open Your Third Eye. Slowly, but surely, in that post you will find more detailed aspects of the spiritual journey in relation to the third eye, what are the common misconceptions, and also a guided meditation, written, that you can use to establish a deeper connection with your third eye, your spiritual journey, and yourself. By Alex Hope. I'm an experienced meditation practitioner, and feel guided to share my wisdom with those who may seek it. I know what it means to change, and I know what it's like when life is asking you to change. Stay calm, stay peaceful, stay connected,